It's time for the season 1 finale here on the PS5 Rangers career mode, and to be honest, I'll probably only be able to squeeze in another season before the next one comes out. I say that FIFAs are no more, it's EA Sports FC, whatever it's called, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But of course, the team is getting changed about quite a lot, man. And as we go into the last game of this season, if you're wondering here, why is the speed travelling at 1,000,000 miles an hour? Well, I'll give you a quick wee insight into it. It would have been a potential title decider, but of course I dropped too many points and bottled it. How great would this match have been? But the sad reality of this is, spoiler alert, I end up losing this game 7-0. Yes, I lose to Celtic 7-0, and I don't know what it is in this career mode, but there's just so much shite for me where I could literally dominate and still get beat. I'm not saying I dominate this game. Celtic definitely surely deserve to win, but there's games I'll win easy, and then there's games I'll get pumped like 7-0, 8-1. And legendary, sometimes I play. Well, I think I did play an ultimate for a bit, and then I switched it to legendary. But I don't know, man. I feel like when you play in the highest difficulties, like the AI is broke. Like sometimes they're great, sometimes they're really poor. I mean, there's instances here. I mean, if you're watching the gameplay, we should realistically be scoring some of these chances, but Celtic make it 2-0. With Maida there in the 36th minute, not exactly ideal. They go forward here, it's 3-0. It's Faris, we're like, right, we need a goal here to get something to smile about. We just keep on losing the ball. I guess Celtic even able to pass it from the back. And then, Angus Gunn actually makes a save. We go forward, again, we lose it. We try and flick it forward, no happening, half time. You're sitting here thinking, Jesus, can it get much worse than this? Matondo goes on a wee run, shoots the ball straight at Joe Hart. Any chance of a 3 each draw, governor? No chance, because Celtic is going to pass it right, Runas, and make it 4-0 very soon. But I did decide to play Arfield as Maida makes it 4-0. I did decide to play Arfield because it was his last game for the club before he left. I mean, I guess it is a lot of players' last game before they leave. Chip for the goal for McGregor there makes it 5-0. Captain McGregor absolutely sinking us, soul destroying. And then we've got Forrest here going on a wee run, and again it's poked in to the back of the net there from Dyson. Maida, soul destroying. We go forward, can't do anything. We're trying to create chances, just not happening. And then as the ball goes forward here to Celtic, Angus Gunn makes a wee save. First doesn't know what a save is, this guy, but he decided to make one today. And here we go, Celtic again, crept across. I mean, that could have been easily 7-0. Celtic again, back to the goalie, put it forward. Just can't seem to get any sort of chances going forward here, and Celtic look like they're probably going to make it 7-0. Yep, 7-0. Absolute pish. Faros again. But we actually do score. But guess what, guys? Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. It was an offside goal. Oh, an offside goal, you say? Damn right. And I believe it comes for this Malik Tillman. I mean, not this. I'm pretty sure it comes like in the next couple of seconds. Is this it? Malik Tillman. Yep, but it's offside. Sadly, Tillman can't believe it, but sadly, I can believe it. And that is where we ended the season with a 7-0 defeat. Absolutely horrendous. Matondo got 15 assists this season, which is a pretty good number. We are beginning to look at transfers now for next season. I think a few of these guys are going to be at our wage budget, but there was people like Benzema, Toni Kroos, for example, on the free agents, but these players will not join due to the league you're playing in. I hate that, man. Why the fuck's that even turn on in career mode? Come on, is that the option between strict and non-strict? I mean, I was looking here at Fardy, but probably wouldn't even want to come to us, to be honest. But look at that, Tillman will be joining the Glasgow Rangers on a permanent deal, and we've got youth players unsettled, not too good. But I did put in a bid here for Kieran Doyle, 3.5 million around that. Well, I said free. Well, what did I put in? Did I put in less? We'll find out. I tried to get somebody to go, but the problem is here, because literally everyone here I wouldn't mind keeping, because I've literally got rid of everyone I don't really want. That is like the problem here. So I didn't actually think there was anybody really here I could have got rid of. I mean, I'm looking at like Yilmaz, and I'm like, no, I want to keep him. But I mean, obviously you're not going to trade Yilmaz in for Kieran Doyle because he's worth like triple his price. But you get where I'm coming from, guys, don't you? So we're going to offer a transfer fee potentially. I don't know what we're going to offer. I mean, we're around about 3 million. But I'm looking at midfielders. Who could we offer them? Scott Arfield, but I forgot that Arfield was already away, so this deal was never going to happen. He's joining Young Boys, I believe. He always joins Young Boys, Arfield. What's he all about? Maybe he'd fit in more at Celtic, but 3.5 million there for Dial's what they want. I'm going to try and get away with 3.1. They want 3.350. We'll just go ahead and accept it. The meet is halfway. So I'll take it, guys. It looks like Kieran Dyle could be on his way to the famous Glasgow Rangers. And also put in a wee bid for Jack Butland, as you can see. Finished 10 points behind Celtic. Just diabolical. Barely beat Hearts, man. Almost missing out in Champions League football. Come on. As we have got someone leaving. We've got Ben Davies looking clinically depressed. But guess what, son? Dry your eyes. Because I'm no bothered. I am glad you are leaving. Is he going to do a wee sad turnaround here? No, he's not. But looks like Kieran Dyle's going to be a Rangers man. Looking forward to the first game of the season. Oh, hell yeah. Brentford accept a bid. Pre-contract arrival. And then here we go. All the departures with Morelos, Barisic, McCrory, Cholak as we begin the next season. El Shawari, of course, has joined us on a pre-contract agreement which we had agreed in January. So that's a pretty good sign. Lewis Mayo, Norwich want him. But why not ask for him, though, in the Kieran Dyle deal? I just don't get that, man. Surely these games would have the IQ to pull shit like that off. But El Shawari, 77 rated. No bad, not a bad rating. Don't really know how the team's going to look with the first game of the season approaching. But then I decided to look at the free agents, and you've got a decent number of players in here. The problem is, half of them you don't really know what their ratings are because you're not scouting them. But some of them have really good, like if everything's dark green, then normally they're going to be quite good. But there is a couple of rejects formerly of our teams in here. But then also, of course, you do get regens that are quite good. So maybe I should look out for them. Personally, Amazon Belinga, he's an alright wee player, but I don't know, I was just looking, I'm like, who could we get in here? Who could we get? The big names I know here, and then you get Leonardo Pecunia, who, his stats there look actually quite interesting, but in reality we know he's not up to that much. He tucked his tail in between his legs in January a few seasons ago and packed it in. Blair asked him, Alikoski, decent wee player there from, was he from North Macedonia? I believe, and it's just, Anya looks no bad. Ola Anya, we got Ajani, decent sprint speed and acceleration, but realistically, what are we going to be able to do with that? Who knows? He's got decent stats, but he's 26 and he plays for Bahrain. Come on, can he really be doing what we need him to be doing? I don't know. And that guy's got pretty awful stats, so we pull out of that. But then we've got more players coming in, but now it's just the introduction of Stefan El Shawari. There's Antuna greeting him at the front door. Michael Beale is giving him fist pumps, man. We're loving life. He's being put through. But then look, it's Jack Butland, who we signed off the free agents. Give me a hell yeah. Jack Butland brought in 72 rated, I believe.